I told y'all retro basketball performance was coming strong, and let's just say they're not disappointing so far. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Mike from sneakerhistory.com, and we are back with another video. Guys, thank you so much for joining. As you saw from the intro, guys, we're diving into something really cool today. I told you retro basketball sneakers were going to be a big part of our reviews this year and our look backs. But guys, I know it may be a little bit of a niche look, but I know it's not the latest and greatest. It's okay, because I have to say I'm super excited about this one. And if you didn't know already, we're looking at the Adidas T-Mac 1 in the St. Vincent St. Mary LeBron PE. Guys, oh my goodness, this is a shoe that, you know, very nostalgic to me, because this is when, you know, T-Mac was really like on the map. It released back in 2002 initially. And this particular colorway, this PE, has released a couple times over the past decade. I want to say this is his third time releasing. But my goodness, guys, I don't know like what to really say, because this is just so one of those exciting shoes to have. I know it's not, oh, it's not the Jordan, it's not the Yeezy, so on and so forth, but for my, you know, collectors out there who are really big into, you know, basketball, who remember this product, I know you probably have the same thoughts that I do, and wow, that's all I can say, because how often do you get someone's high school PE? I mean, again, it's come out a couple of times, but how many times does that really happen? So I really want to take advantage of that, especially, honestly, like, I don't want to be really somber about it, but, you know, Kobe sneakers were something I think I really took for granted. They were easy to get. You know, certain colorways, of course, were harder, but they were easy to get. They sat on shelves, and I sold some. I'm like, oh, I can get them back eventually very easily. It wouldn't be an issue, but, you know, with everything that happened, and of course with Kobe's brand no longer really being a part of Nike, I really want to make sure I don't ever have that point in my collection again where I'm missing out on those things I really liked when it came to retro performance basketball. So that's why I really am excited about this particular sneaker here. Now, guys, LeBron James is one of my top 5 favorite players, and being able to get that PE, and especially with it being in a different brand other than Nike, is really cool to me, because it's a piece of history to show really that high school career of his where he was pretty much dubbed as the next one up after MJ. So first things first, I mean, let's look at the shoe itself. The T-Mac 1 was a very good performer back in the day, and this was not considered a resto mod from my understanding. It's just dubbed the T-Mac 1 a retro. But I noticed it does have Adiprene Plus in it, which, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, they didn't have the Adiprene Plus cushioning back then. So I think this is a bit of an upgrade when it comes to the cushioning. But other than that, everything else has remained the same. You're gonna have your white leather upper. Honestly, the feeling of it, I'm not sure if it's synthetic leather or if it is a genuine leather. It is a bit stiff, but it's not the greatest leather. I'll just say that. I don't know if it's real or not. It's not the greatest, but again, it's not the leather that brought me to the shoe. Again, it's the nostalgia and what it really represents the story. Now you're gonna have that all white upper as the base. The T-Mac 1, the marquee piece of the shoe is going to be the toe cap, which actually is a synthetic material, rubber. Really protects the shoe because you have that toe drag when you play basketball, which is going to be in that really forest green color that's going to wrap from the toe and then of course go across the side of the lateral side of the sneaker. Now it is done up in that, again, all green here, and it's going to have that like really weird piece of the shoe to me, is that it's not round like a shell toe, but it's actually flat. So you guys see here, it's actually squared off. Now below that toe cap, you're going to have perforated white leather here on the lateral side, and a bit more of it on the medial side here. Now excuse the creases, guys, I did wear these immediately as soon as they dropped, which they are on adidas.com right now. They just randomly dropped. This is actually one of 3 in this pack. It's supposed to be a whole, Adidas can't call it the LeBron pack, but clearly they can put the nods and cues to LeBron in the sneaker. But it's supposed to be a 3-pack, which I'll put a picture up here, where it's going to actually have, of course, the T-Mac 1, the T-Mac 2, and then the Pro model. All 3 of them are supposed to be released, and they were supposed to release all together on Finish Line and JD Sports on February 17th, but that day has come and gone, and there's been no sign of the sneakers on any website, and not even Adidas. This is the only one right now on Adidas, and I want to say the price was $150. I can't remember, guys. I think it was $150, which is a bit much for this, or maybe it's $130. I can't, it might have been $130. But anyway, it's full size on Adidas right now, so clearly this is not something that the sneakerheads of now are looking for. So for those, again, people like you and me who like to collect, go grab them. They're sitting around. This is something that if you're really like to collect historical pieces, this is something that I definitely think you should have in your collection, especially if you're a LeBron fan. Now we're gonna get to the 3 stripes that are going to be, that's it, debossed into the sneaker, but it has little gold accents on them, which is really cool because, again, if you guys didn't realize, I have a picture up here now that the St. Vincent St. Mary, I think it was the Fighting Irish or just the Irish, they were that green, white, and gold colorway. But also, just kind of a bonus, I mean, you guys know I'm a big Baylor fan. I graduated from Baylor, so these definitely work for that as well. We used to be an Adidas school back in the day, but now we're Nikes, but still, sick 'em bears. Now, as we go down to the tongue of the shoe, still have that white leather with some white mesh going down to the furthest part of the toe here, but you're gonna have that gold Adidas performance logo on the top. And on the back, you're gonna have, again, that kind of forest green color. You're gonna have that typical oval performance shoelace, no extra laces in the box. These are the only laces that come with it, which fine with me, I wouldn't switch them out. The white on white looks perfect. And of course, the sock liner is still gonna bring you that forest green. Now, one thing that is different from this release than the last release, I think was 2013, is that they actually took the next step in the sneaker, and instead of just having that green insole, they actually went ahead and put the clovers on the insole. So again, adding those graphics that show, again, the Irish that were the mascot of the St. Vincent St. Mary school. Now, we get back to the outside of the shoe, you're gonna have the thing that really sets it off to give you that PE feel, which is the number 23 that has been embroidered into the back of the shoe. This, of course, is LeBron James' number then. Now, I know now he's gone back to number 6 that he wore in Miami, and I think in USA basketball, but 23 is what LeBron played in. It's what he got drafted in, so it's really cool just to have that nod to that time. Again, they can't call it the LeBron James PE because he's not signed to Adidas, but we all know, and of course the picture I put up earlier has him wearing the shoe. You guys can find that picture on Google anywhere you look. On the back of the sneaker, you're gonna have the green heel with the white lines going down that have been embroidered in, along with the gold Performance Adidas logo there. You're gonna have the sole that begins to kind of creep up the back of the shoe here in that same forest green color. But what you really would notice about this shoe, which is always kind of weird to me back in the day, the midsole is wrapped by the rest of the sneaker. So the material, the leather, is wrapping the midsole so you can't see it. So it goes straight from like materials to upper to straight to the outsole, which I always thought was weird, but hey, it works. As we get to that outsole, you're gonna have some different pods and different variations of herringbone traction. So you have a bit of a wider grip here in the middle, while you have a more of a tighter pattern on each side of the shoe. Same deal with the heel, and you have the striped kind of pattern right there going down from the midfoot to the heel as well, along with the torsion bar, which we're all typically used to with Adidas, and the Adidas logo here right in the middle. Now guys, again, this is not gonna be a long drawn out review. This is something I want to put out because, man, it's just, come on. How often are we gonna get these? I don't want to say, oh, just go buy it, you know, for the heck of it. I mean, buy what's right for you guys. But if you are someone who's really intrigued by these or really want to add them to your collection, how often are they gonna come out? I know it's kind of like they come out 3 times in 10 years, but how many more times will they release? That's kind of my thought process now with things like this. Is like, I don't want to get caught wanting them and not getting them because I was trying to wait to see if they're gonna go on sale or whatever it may be. If you really want it, get it. And again, I know it's not hype, but who cares? If you like it, buy it. Now, at the sizing of this, I say go true to size. These are very padded, like, you know, that performance basketball sneaker you would typically get back in the early 2000s. So very padded. They fit true to size for me. This is a size 10. I'm a size 10. So I think that's the best way to go. If you can, try them on. I don't know when they're gonna be in stores. Again, they're supposed to release at Finish Line and JD Sports at some point. I guess they got delayed, which is not something that's, you know, atypical. It's something that's been happening lately. So keep an eye on them because Adidas likes to drop stuff randomly without saying anything. So always keep an eye out. I know, I want to say Hess Kicks put out the Twitter link to these. So shout out to Hess Kicks for letting everybody know these are out. And again, I'll put the link down to Adidas below. So if you want to grab these, again, full size run available. Let me know what you think about them in the comments. Of course, you guys always do. I appreciate y'all. Let me know if you like them, you don't like them, if you already copped a pair, if you're looking for them. I'd love to hear from you guys. I appreciate the support. Until next time, guys, see ya.